Right then, hopefully this is going to be the interesting vlog everybody's been waiting for. So we're going to get the V10 in, take the rear silencers off. As we said on the previous video, somebody's already deleted the DPFs. The cats are still in place, but they're an absolute pig to get to, and we're going to do all that in one go, probably next week sometime when we've actually used it and see what it drives like. So we'll get a little rev to see what it sounds like, get it in, get it ripped off, and then see if it makes any difference. So Dan's finally managed to get these sorted. He's been pretty busy doing some other stuff, but this has been a bit more of a pain than we expected, especially to get it tucked up. I think I ruined Dan's life asking him to do it a bit different after he'd already sort of got well established with it. My fault for not coming down earlier, but we've tucked them really nicely up out of the way. It's obviously no lower than the standard exhaust was at any point, but there's a lot of bends in here. I think there's what, 1, 2, 3, that's 2, that's 1 chopped into 2, so there's 3 on each side, so 6 bends. There's over 1/2 metre of tube, there's a flare on each end, 4 clamps, 1/2 metre of round bar. There's a lot of material gone into this, so we've not jigged them yet. So if anybody's interested in them and they would want these, then comment below, email us. They'll only fit this. Hopefully there's not 10 different revisions or we'll have wasted some time, but it's not going to be a cheap upgrade. Hopefully it makes a bit of difference to noise, but I felt it was quite loud already. But the standard sound, I've not got it here, but you saw it before, that weighs 25 kilos, and these probably only weigh 3 or 4 kilos, so quite a bit of weight come out as well. So we'll drop it down, we'll get it warmed up. We might do the noise clip after the dyno, but we'll get it on there, and that's where we're going next anyway, the dyno. Let's get some more power. So we managed to get the Touareg on the dyno. We did have plans to mess about putting it back to standard because it's already got a little mild tune on there with DPF deleted and what have you when we bought it. Put it back to standard, run it with that tune again, and then run it with our tune on there. But it took us 45 minutes just to read it off, and it weren't straightforward. So we didn't want to cause ourselves any problems because today we've got bigger plans. So we run it up last night, called it a night. So we've got bigger plans today that if we'd have bricked these ECUs, we'd have been causing ourselves a lot of problems and not making it to the event that we wanted to get to this weekend. So we've just left it as it is. That's the power that it's done. I don't know how good this camera is or the camera skills, but we've done 335 horsepower and sort of 650-ish foot-pound. Now, before we put it into, there's a setting on dyno here which is smooth and responsive. Before we did that, it did do a little bit more, but it was a little bit choppy. as you can see, it did 344. I don't know why this smoothing it made it lower, but you can see at the beginning it's a little bit choppy. So put into smooth, but that gives you like a bit of a weird dip. So I'd say torque's about 625, which is plenty. So we sort of decided last night, it's enough, it's running sweet enough, coolant level's fine, oil level's fine, gearbox seems to be behaving. So we'll just rip this off, take it into the workshop, and let's start making it an off-road car. So this is going to be probably the end of this video, but we'll see.